So yeah, you read the title correctly. I did get into a bar fight. So I'll tell you all the story. I'll tell you a story what happened. My mom came up to visit. We went out axe throwing. It was a great time. You know, we had some drinks while we were throwing axes. That sounds like very dangerous, but I promise you, it's very sanctioned. It's very well regulated. Yeah. So once we finished axe throwing, we decided, let's go out and, you know, get a little drink at the bar. While we're already out, we're in a town where there's a few bars around, and it's a good time for the most part. Then we decided we wanted to play some pool. This bar that we went to has a pool table, and there's some people on the pool table at the moment. And so, you know, one of the people in my group, we took a quarter, as you do, and you put it down on the pool table. After that, I look over and I see the people on the pool table, they're starting to re-rack the table. They started to re-rack the table for another game. And I was like, all right, you know, I'm gonna go up and just, you know, give them a friendly reminder that we reserved the table. You know, we wanna get on and play some pool. It's a good time. So I go up, and I don't think I was being aggressive. You know, maybe some people might take me as being aggressive, but I did what any young person to another young person would do. I come up smiling. I'm like, hey, and maybe it was my choice of words, and I said, y'all duck and smoke. I understand that can be a little bit aggressive, but with the smile on my face, and like I have a very open posture, like I'm not coming in aggressive at all. And I was like, what's up? Y'all duck and smoke? I thought we were gonna play. And you know, me and the two guys are on the table, we're talking. And then this random dude, I'll save the name calling. This random dude comes up, he's got this thick mustache, and he's probably about my same age, and he's like, we're running $100 a game. I'm like, whoa, I'm just coming to get next on the game. We already got next, see the quarter, and he's like, nah man, we're running $100 a game. And at this point, I'm like, all right, I've already had several drinks, which I don't really condone, but you know, my mom was up. It's a good time, whatever. I'm like, well, let me see the $100. And we kind of go back and forth about this $100 games, and he's steady coming closer and closer to my face, kind of like he's coming closer, and I'm looking at him in the eyes like, what's up? And you know, nothing too crazy is going on, and he's like, what you sizing me up for? At this point, I'm just like fully like, I'm upset because this dude is in my face and he's like trying to punk me for no reason. I'm like talking about a pool game. So I'm like, you need to back up or we're gonna have a problem. Dude doesn't back up. Literally in a split second after I said that, he doesn't back up. So obviously we have a problem. I feel someone pushing through, and I'm thinking it's a bouncer. It's not a bouncer, it's my mother pushing in between me and the guy. And she's like, you need to back the f up. And I'm like, whoa. So I push her out of the way gently. It's my mom, of course, gotta go gently. And I'm still looking at the guy like, what are you doing right now? Like, is this really what we're gonna do? And guess who comes back? My mom, she don't play. So she comes back. At that point, once she pushed her way back in, I'm like, I'm not about to push my mom out of the way again. That'd be mad disrespectful. So I'm like, all right, we're leaving the table. So basically, I'm like diffusing the situation before it actually gets out of hand, because it was about to get out of hand. And I'm like, all right, once my mom got involved, I was like, yeah, this ain't it. So I pull her away and we go back, and I look back, and another one of the people that I'm with is like leaning across the table like, you need to shut the fuck up, to another one of the guys that was with that. They're just all causing problems. Him, the guy, thick mustache, and this dude that was with him, who's got this long hair and this, yeah, strange vibes. And they're all on the other side of the table like, all right, we probably went too far with this. And yeah, so I'm like, I need to go back over here and make sure I got my man's back, because I'm not about to just leave him over there. And eventually, the situation gets diffused by the bouncer. Nobody gets really thrown out, and we just kind of all go our separate ways. But like, that situation was not cool. You know, the more I thought about it, I'm like, I don't know who this guy is. We're all out there. Nobody knows who anybody is, and we're all drunk. And if somebody has something and they're under the influence, they're likely to use it. You know what I mean? So I start thinking more and more about like how that whole situation was not worth it. Like, obviously, you don't want to let somebody walk all over you and just, you know, be somebody's doormat. But when you really think about a lot of those situations, they're not worth it at all. I just think about like how much I could have lost if my mom hadn't stepped in there and kind of thrown that whole eye-to-eye battle that me and this guy were having. If she didn't step in there and like kind of break that up, somebody might have swung and cops would be called, cuffs would be placed, and things would be lost. I feel like, you know, like I'm a guy who has a decent amount to lose. I have a lot of aspirations. I feel like I have a pretty good future ahead of me as long as I work hard enough. But one situation like that one that goes wrong could end everything. What if I swing and the dude falls and hits his head on the floor or on this hard pool table that we're standing next to? What if that happens, right? Like, or what if he swings and hits me and it damages some nerve in my spine because I fall the wrong way, and then I can't, like, there's a lot of things that could go wrong that are so unnecessary for such a stupid little scuffle. Like, no hands were thrown, so I said bar fight. But it got pretty intense for a bit, and I just think about how uncool that was, how unnecessary it was, and everybody's just having this measuring contest where it's like who's bigger and who's badder, when really none of us are very big or very bad, and none of us want to deal with the consequences of what would have happened had that really popped off. I just, like, the message of this video is that life is gonna continue to throw distractions at you. It doesn't matter, you know, whether it's external, internal, you have things that you have compulsions over, whether you have friends in your life that are degenerate. I don't want to, like, it's kind of a bad word, but distracting. There are a lot of distractions that will be thrown your way, and you have to stay vigilant and be aware of when they're happening, because I almost lost track of my progress and what I'm working for. I'm not working towards a fight in a random bar that plays country music all night. No, I'm not working for that. I'm working to be successful, to break barriers, to do the things that people told me that I couldn't do, not to get in a fight and end up in the back of a cop car and ruin my life because of something stupid. All right, so just keep an eye on those things that will pop up in your life, and they'll pop up every day, no matter how big or small. They will pop up every single day, and you have to be aware of them because they are easy to succumb to. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't get into random bar fights. It's not worth it. If you got any value out of this video, it'd be dope if you left a like. And if you like the content that I'm providing, it'd be cool if you subscribe to the channel. All right, I'm gonna go.